Hey everybody, my name is Alex. Thanks so much for checking out this video. In today's class, we'll be working on some light rotation of the spine, but really addressing some shoulder mobility. So the class progresses and culminates in a full bind from extended side angle, but don't worry, if you don't have a bind yet, this class is gonna help you take an amazing step in the right direction. And if your shoulders have just been aggravated or bothering you lately, if you feel like you've been slumping forward, then this is an amazing class to get in with. So take a moment, please help support the channel, hit the like button, subscribe, ring that notification bell so you can get updated every time I post some amazing content for you. With that, let's get started laying on our backs. Come all the way down onto your mat. As you lay back, goalpost out your arms, elbows out wide. Bring the soles of your feet together, let your knees fall open. Today we're going to focus on opening up the shoulders and working some of the postural alignment muscles on the spine. So press down through your back ribs, pull your front ribs in, anchor down through your hips, and then let's move with the breath. Inhale, start to straighten your arms, slide your elbows back. Exhale, elbows pull down by your hips and waist. Inhale, stretch back behind you. Exhale, elbows pull down by the waist. A couple times like this. Inhale, stretch back. Exhale, elbows pull down. Breathe and move. Inhale. Exhale. One more. Inhale. Exhale. And then bring the elbows out to a goalpost shape. Let's rotate the upper arms. Take a deep breath in. And then keeping your elbows and shoulders where they are, exhale, start to rotate your upper arms so the palms go up towards the sky, and then keep rotating. How far should you go? Let that be dictated by your ability to keep your back shoulders on the mat. So if you bring your palms all the way to touch the ground, but the shoulders kind of lift off the mat, that's a little too far. Anchor the shoulders back. That would be your edge. Okay, feel a lot of that sensation in the upper outer shoulders, and then we'll work from here. Every inhale, rotate the upper arms. Can you bring the backs of the hands to the mat? Maybe, but can you also keep your front ribs hugged in? Your back ribs sealed to the ground. So now you've got these two distinct stopping points. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, rotate your upper arms going only as far as your shoulders can stay firm. Inhale, bring the hands back going only as far as your back ribs can stay flat on the mat. Exhale, rotate palms down towards the knees. Inhale, rotate palms up towards the head. One more. Exhale. And inhale. Good. Hug your knees into your chest. Circle your knees towards one another and then away from each other, finding those two opposing circles. And then do that less with your hands and more with just the strength of the inner groins and hips. So feel the way the thighs move inside of your hip joints. And then hug your knees in towards your armpits. Anchor down your hips, anchor down your shoulders. Take a breath in. Empty it out. Let's hug knees together. Grab behind your thighs. Begin to rock the length of your spine forward and back. Come all the way up into a tabletop pose. Stack your shoulders over your wrists. Flatten your palms to the mat. Now keep your arms nice and straight. As you breathe in, let your spine lower between the shoulder blades. Watch the elbows from bending. Keeping the arms straight, draw your shoulders up towards your ears. And then exhale, push through your hands, lift your spine above the shoulder blades. Your shoulder blades should start to spread wide. Pull your shoulders back away from your ears. So from the side profile, the shoulders and the spine look like a piston. Inhale, or like the tracks on a train. Spine lowers, shoulder goes up towards the ears. Exhale, spine lifts, shoulders move back away from the ears. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. And so you want to feel how the shoulder blades are moving towards the spine and away from the spine, towards the ears and away from the ears. These are four of the basic movements of the shoulder blades, known as elevation, depression, retraction, and protraction. Let's reverse the direction. So shoulders go back away from the ears, let the spine lower. Move the spine forward. And then exhale, lift. Shoulders go up towards the ears. So just finding that reversal of direction for the spine. Sometimes the shoulders and shoulder blades can get a little stuck, especially when we're stuck sitting at home, if we're typing and hunched over. All right, let's loosen up the shoulders. If you want to sway a little side to side, we'll take it through full range of cat-cow now. Inhale, lift your chest, pull your shoulders back. Exhale, round and curl, chin to chest. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale to neutral spine. Scoot back a little on the mat. Go to your fingertips. Stack your hips over your knees. Kick your toes or your ball mounts into the ground. Now, keeping your hips back over your knees, start to walk your hands forward. Lower your sternum towards the mat. Go only as far as your shoulders feel good. And as far as you have the ability to move the shoulders up and down towards the ears and away from the ears. Towards the ears and away from the ears. Those little movements in the shoulders, so important that we're not forcing the spine too far into the pose where we get stuck. And then lay your palms down to the mat, lay down onto your elbows. Inhale, slide your body forward, Sphinx pose. Lower your hips down to the ground. Untuck your toes. Zip your thighs together. Slide your elbows forward underneath your shoulders, and then flip your palms to face up. So I want you to imagine you've got a rope in between your hands. Close your hands, make two fists. Pull that rope nice and tight. Simultaneously work your elbows in. So the elbows squeeze towards each other. The hands pull away from one another. You should feel that in the outer shoulders, but also the chest. Contract your glutes. Press your pubic bone lightly into the mat. Feel the front of your hip points lift. And then drag your elbows and your shoulders slightly back. And go back into that action. Hands pull the rope taut. Elbows hug in. Let's breathe here. Exhale, gently release down to your belly. Goal post your arms. Press your forehead into the mat. Inhale, stretch your arms forward like you're a super yogi. Palms face in towards each other. And then exhale, keep your arms wide. Sweep your hands back. And then turn your thumbs down towards the mat. Turn your thumbs back behind you. Make two fists with your hands. Bend your elbows and try to slide your hands as far up your spine as you can. Avoid touching your back ribs. Can you pull the shoulders back away from the mat? We'll do this a couple times. Inhale, straighten your arms, sweep them forward. Palms face in towards each other, maybe even slightly up so you get that rotation in the upper arms. And then exhale, sweep your arms wide, down by your sides, make fists. Rotate the thumbs back behind you. Slide your hands up your middle spine. A couple times like this. Inhale, sweep. Exhale, sweep back. Last one. Inhale, sweep forward. Exhale, sweep back. Pause here. Take your arms out into a goalpost shape. Elbows out in line with the shoulders. Fingers and forearms point forward. And now let's lift. Lift your head, lift your shoulders, lift your arms. We're working into those postural alignment back muscles. Can you maintain the height of your spine? Inhale, reach your arms forward. And then exhale, pull your elbows back again. Maybe you lift a little bit higher. 2 times more. Inhale, reach forward, maintain the height. Exhale, pull your elbows back. Maybe lift higher. Last one. Inhale, forward. Exhale, pull back. Maybe you lift higher and then lower down to the mat. Hands under shoulders. Inhale, rise, tabletop pose. Spread your knees wide. Bring your big toes together. Exhale, child's pose should feel so nice. Now simultaneously, as you sit your hips back against your heels, crawl your fingers forward. Gaze down. Feel the length in your neck. Wag your hips a little side to side. Pulse the shoulders forward, back. Shoulder blades come in, shoulder blades go wide. And then flip your palms to face the sky. As the palms face up, think of the rotation not just at the hand and the wrist, but from the upper arm. Now the armpits begin to cup underneath. And breathe. palms face down on the ground. Inhale, rise up to a tabletop pose. Tuck your toes. Exhale, downward facing dog. Lift your hips up and back. Pedal out through your legs. Sway out through your hips. And then as you gaze back through your thighs, push into your palms, not to drive your chest closer to your legs, but to find a little bit of strength and energy in the shoulders. Can you move the shoulders up towards your ears and away from your ears? All right, let's find and adapt this into our Sun flow. Inhale, bend both knees, be heavy on your palms. Exhale, travel your feet behind your wrists, front of the mat. Lift halfway, breathe in. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, mountain pose, sweep up. Listen close. Exhale, sweep your hands down by your sides. Turn your thumbs to the ground. Then make fists, bend your elbows, slide those fists up your middle spine. Inhale, unwind, reach up, touch your palms, pull up behind your heart. Exhale, sweep wide, forward fold, all the way down to the mat. Half lift, full breath. Exhale, high to low plank, hands go down, step back, push into your palms. Now pull your hands back as you lower, high to low. Flip to the tops of your toenails. Inhale, upward facing dog. There's that constant energy of pulling back. So the shoulders draw back, the chest comes forward. And then exhale, downward facing dog. Lift your hips up and back. Twice more breath to movement. Inhale, knees bend. Be heavy on your palms. Exhale, travel front to the mat. Let's feel the breath. Half lift, full. Exhale, fold. Mountain pose, sweep up. Exhale, sweep wide, hands behind your back. Make those fists, bend your elbows. Inhale, sweep up, palms touch. Pull up behind your heart. Exhale, sweep wide, forward fold to the mat. Half lift, full breath. Exhale, high to low plank. Squeeze your shoulders towards your tailbone as you lower. Inhale, up dog, firm your palms back. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, knees bend. Exhale, travel front of the mat. Half lift, full breath. Exhale, fold. Inhale, mountain. Exhale, hand sweep behind your middle spine. Inhale, sweep high. Exhale, fold low. Half lift, full breath. Exhale, high to low flow. Up dog, full. And downward facing dog, empty. All right, inhale, right leg high. Exhale, knee to chest. Step your foot between your hands, low lunge. Rock your hips. Inhale, hips go low, chest goes up. Look forward. Exhale, straighten your legs, round and curl your spine. Inhale, high crescent lunge. Stack your front knee over your front heel, your back heel over your toes. Now push into the ground. The more downward force you put into the mat, the more stable the rebounding upward lift will be, making your transition to your high crescent more graceful. Hook your thumbs up above your head. As you hook your thumbs, energetically try to pull the thumbs apart, but keeping those thumbs together, elevate the shoulder blades and smile your armpits towards one another. Inhale, start to reach up and over to the right. Get a little side body stretch. Let's return back to center. Stretch your fingers back. You can wiggle a little side to side. Make some room for your shoulders and shoulder blades. Avoid compression. Feel the length of the spine. Stretch your thumbs as far back as you feel comfortable with. Exhale, lean forward. Float your arms by your sides. Inhale, warrior two. Sweep your left arm forward. Use it to open. Now, in warrior two today, flip your palms to face up so that the soft eye of the elbow cups upwards. Now, can you keep the eyes of the elbow facing up? Turn just the hands to face down, and then stretch from fingertip to fingertip. Push down into your feet, breathe in. Exhale, extended side angle, right forearm on top of the right thigh. Let's use that for our support. Arm presses down, thigh pushes up so that you can maneuver your hips. With the left hand, reach straight up. Turn your thumb towards your chest side wall, and then keep rotating the thumb back behind you. Bend your elbow, half bind. Slip your left hand into your right hip crease, like a little karate chop. Dig the pinky edge of your hand into your hip. Take your right arm, reach forward. Hold the bind. Inhale, warrior two, and then up. Pull up on that right armpit. Right elbow bend. Slide your right hand behind your head, towards the neck, towards the upper spine. And then bend your left elbow, slide your left hand up. Maybe the fingers touch. They don't have to interlock. And if you feel like reaching for it's making your head dump to one side, let it go. Okay, we want to feel the openness of the shoulders and the ability to move the elbows from one another. Just one more breath. Inhale, reach up and over the left side waist. Now free those arms, should feel so good. Exhale, sweep your hands down to the mat. Right arm reaches out to the side. Inhale, twist. Turn your belly, ribs, and chest. Couple options here. You can just stay in a low lunge twist or roll to the outside edges of your feet. If you feel good in the shoulders, push down through the left palm. Move the shoulders back from your ears. Stay, or Vashisthasana side plank. Slide your right foot back to meet your left foot. Imagine pushing the ceiling away from the ground so that you're spacious in the middle. Breath in. Exhale, high to low plank. Inhale, up dog. And exhale, back to down dog. Inhale, left leg high. Exhale, step between your hands, low lunge. Rock the hips. Inhale, hips go low, chest looks forward. Exhale, straighten your legs, round and curl. Inhale, high crescent lunge. Stack your front knee over your heel. Back heel over the ball mount. Push down to rebound the lift upwards. Hook your thumbs up above your head. For a moment, maybe play. Pulsate the shoulders up and down. Just see. The more you can play within your shoulders, the less likely you'll be to get stuck. Brace your core, then inhale, reach up and over to the left. Side body stretch. Tap into your breath. Inhale up through center. Front ribs pull in. Wiggle those shoulders. Make sure your head and neck feel nice and open. Then start to slide your fingertips back behind you. Make room for the armpits. Make room for the spine. Take a breath in. Reach back. Go back. Exhale, lean forward. Float your arms by your sides. Right arm leads the way. Sweep it forward. Inhale, warrior two, open. Palms turn up. Eyes of the elbows face up. Just the hands rotate down, then stretch fingertip from fingertip. Breath in. Stay for the exhale. Inhale deep. Exhale, extended side angle, left elbow on top of the left thigh. Watch the shoulder from compacting into the ear. Press your forearm down. Make space for your shoulder and spine. Take your right thumb, turn it towards your chest side wall. Keep rotating, and then half bind. Bend the right elbow. Slide your right hand into your left hip crease. Give that hip crease a little karate chop. Take your left arm, reach forward. Turn your chest away from the mat. Inhale, rise up to warrior two position. Now take the left hand, bending the left elbow. Elevate that shoulder and shoulder blade. Left hand slides behind the back of the head, neck, or upper spine. Then bend the right elbow. Fingertips, maybe they come close together, but avoid rolling that right shoulder forward. If it starts to cramp the neck, it's too much. Pull the shoulder back. Make it about the feeling of the elbows, the feeling of the shoulders, the feeling of the elbows drifting away from each other. And now inhale, reverse. I know that left leg's feeling it. You've got this. Feel out your breath. Dig into the right heel. Lift up over your right hip. Breath in. Free the arms. Exhale, sweep it down to the mat. That's a nice release. Left leg goes out. Inhale, twist. 1, you can stay, or 2, roll to the outside edges of the feet. If you feel good in that right hand all the way through the shoulder, move the right shoulder back from your right ear and then step it back. Vashisthasana, side plank. Press earth from sky, be in the middle, spacious on all sides. Deep breath in. Exhale, high to low plank. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Deep breath in. Empty it out. Okay, let's try some binds. Inhale, right leg up. Exhale, step through low lunge. Back heel spins flat. Inhale, warrior 2 will open. Now, the quality of a good bind comes from the rotation of the spine and the strength of the back muscles to help open the chest. We don't want to force that shoulder into rotation, so make it about the feeling of the breath moving through you and that ability to move your spine. Breathe in. Exhale, extended side angle. 1, forearm on top of the thigh. Turn belly, ribs, and chest away from the mat. 2, rotate your thumb, chest side wall, then keep going. Half bind. Here's the trick. The tendency is to drop the left shoulder down, which actually makes it more challenging to grab the bind and very precarious when you try to roll back open. So instead, don't worry about taking the full bind. Get lower into the right leg. Keep your torso turned away from the mat. If you can get low enough on the right leg that your right elbow can get underneath your right thigh, that's the key. Now the right hand can just rotate and right hand grabs the left wrist, or maybe you catch your fingertips. There's your full bind. Pull up underneath your right thigh, turn your chest and breathe. Slowly unwind the bind. Let's take it up into star pose. Toes out, heels in. Exhale, horse, bend your knees. Inhale, rise up, star, and then warrior 2 to the left. Same thing, breathe in. Exhale, extended side angle, forearm on top of the thigh. Forearm presses down, thigh pushes up. You can circle the hips a little. Turn your belly, ribs, and chest away from the mat. Rotate your right thumb, chest side wall and back. Snag the half bind. Get lower into the left leg. The key is to get the elbow underneath the thigh. If the elbow can go underneath the thigh, then that left arm, the upper arm, can just rotate. And as it rotates, now the left hand goes towards the left hip. The right arm can straighten. Left hand takes the right wrist. And you've got your arms bound, but you still have your breath. Slowly unwind the binds. Inhale, star pose, toes out, heels in. Exhale, horse, hands to thighs. Let's ring and twist it out. Fingers point in, elbows go wide, shoulders drop, breath in. Exhale, drop the left shoulder, twist to the right. Inhale, center. Exhale, right shoulder dips, twist to the left. Inhale, center. Exhale, twist right. Inhale, center. Exhale, twist left. Inhale, rise up, star. Parallel your feet. Let's grab the palms together behind the back, interlace your fingers. Work your elbows in, open your chest. Exhale, tilt your pelvis forward, feel the length of the spine. Breathe. Watch the head from dropping like a bowling ball attached to rope. Instead, think of it like a bamboo stick. Flexible, yet long. Moving towards a long curve, or even closer to straight. Then gently guide your hands down your legs. You can grab feet, big toes, or outer thighs. Pull your elbows wide. Roll your inner thighs back. Contract your core muscles. Then lift through the back of your heart. Breathe. Hands under shoulders, inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, pivot, point forward, high to low plank, or straight to downward facing dog. All right, let's take it home. Inhale, come forward, high plank. Lower all the way down to your belly. Keep your right hand underneath your right shoulder. Tee out your left arm in line with your left shoulder. Go to your fingertips. Look to your right. Bend your right knee. Before we roll onto the left side, check in with your left shoulder blade. Can you roll the left shoulder back and open? Squeeze the left shoulder blade to the center of the spine and down away from the ear. 1, you can try to stay light on the fingers, or 2, hover your hand. Make this all about that left side upper back muscle engaging. Then push into your right palm, start to rotate. Turn your belly off of the mat, bring your right foot back behind you. Remember, it's not where you end up, but it's what you're feeling, what you're engaging, how you're activating your body to get there. Slowly, slowly unwind. Let's come up onto elbows. Slide your right knee towards your right elbow. Push into your right palm, lightly straighten your right arm, and then take your left arm, thread it underneath. You're going to bring the left shoulder to the right side of the mat and end up in a supine twist. Right hand to the center of the chest. Begin to roll until both of your shoulders hit the ground. Once the shoulders are flush to the mat, then you can tee out your right arm. Pick up your head, rotate it to the right, and then mind your breath. Full to empty. Full to empty. Slowly right hand to chest. Roll up onto your elbows. Then lower your chest down to the mat. Slide hands underneath shoulders. We go to the other side. This time, tee out your right arm in line with your right shoulder. Right fingertips on the mat. Look to your left. Bend your left knee. Now, before you take that roll or rotate, roll the right shoulder back, opening the right side of the chest. Try to pin the right shoulder blade to the center of the spine and down away from the ear. Now, the fingertips can either be light or you can try to hover the hand. Try to keep that hand off of the mat. Push into your left palm. Begin to turn your chest to the left. Maybe bring the left foot down to the ground. But find that fire in the right side of the upper back to keep opening up the right side chest. Slowly roll back onto your belly and then up onto your elbows. Whew. Left knee slides towards the left elbow. Left hand down, halfway straighten your arm. Take your right arm, thread it underneath. Right shoulder on the left side of the mat. And then we roll this right into a supine twist. Left hand to center chest. Roll until both of your shoulders kiss the ground. Make sure that left shoulder and shoulder blade get all the way flush to the mat before you extend the left arm. Then pick up your head, rotate it to the left, and work with your breath. Slowly unwind, roll back onto your elbows, slip the left leg back, lower down to your belly. We'll do one big heart opening back bend here. We'll take it from floor bow straight away, or from a locust pose or low cobra into floor bow. Here we go. Hands start underneath the shoulders. Roll your shoulders open, inhale, lift your hands, lift your chest, lift your head, lift your legs. Take your arms, start to reach them back behind you. Thumbs turn down. Roll the shoulders open. Fire up those muscles along the back and then bend your knees. Squeeze your heels towards your butt. You could stay right here. This is already a lot. You're working every muscle on your backside. If it feels okay, you can grab outside edges of the feet or the ankles or shins. Now, the trick is once you add the kick through your legs, you'll overpower your shoulders and chest. To avoid that, roll your shoulders against the kick. That's going to stabilize the shoulders, and now you can fire up your legs. Go as far as your breath is deep. And then slowly release down to the mat. Hands under shoulders. Inhale, rise up to a tabletop pose. Exhale, child's pose. Sit your hips against your heels. Let's have knees together for this variation today. Arms walk forward. Lower your forehead to the ground. And breathe. Finally, walk your hands back. Sit nice and tall on your mat. Sweep your legs out in front of you. Arms go up into the air. Little bend in the knees. Exhale, tilt your hips. Keep your spine nice and long. Grab for the outside edges of your feet. Gaze down. Move the shoulders forward and back. Shoulder blades in and out, away from the spine, towards the spine. And then find that happy middle ground, a place where the breath just feels so sweet into your upper back. Inhale, slowly lift your chest. Scooch forward, exhale, final Shavasana. For Shavasana today, flip your palms to face up, and then lightly wiggle the shoulder blades underneath your heart, underneath your spine. Imagine the shoulder blades create a nest for the heart to rest as the high point of the body. Like the peak of a mountain, all energy flows from the heart down to the hands, down to the toes. Now all we have to do is get out of the way. Big breath in. Relax and let it go. And breath by breath, let each moment get softer and sweeter than the one it follows. You've done so much to strengthen the muscles along the back, to open the heart, to open the shoulders, to open the chest. Shavasana is where you absorb the benefits of the practice by relinquishing the control, the contractions of the physical body, and simply sitting back as a passenger, observing how the energy you have freed is now flowing through you. So if you have the time today, please stay here on the mat. Now, a minute in Shavasana just barely scratches the surface. Give yourself 2 to 5 minutes minimum. Around 10, if you really allow for stillness, you'll start to feel those deep drops in your nervous system. So I hope your practice leads you to a place where the heart is open, the mind is clear, and the energy flows freely. Thank you so much for joining me. Until next time, namaste.